We heard Albania was one of the most affordable countries to live abroad, but is it really? We spent over a month living in Tirana to find out for ourselves, from struggling to get around with limited Albanian to finding a good barber, figuring out how to grocery shop, and getting a local apartment. We're sharing the real day-to-day experience, and if you're curious about what life is actually like and what it costs as an American expat in Albania, this video is for you. So we made it to the grocery store. I already picked up some fruit. I picked up some peaches and strawberries, which I love here. They're delicious. And now we're going to pick up like some charcuterie items, just some meat and cheese and crackers. We like to have that as a snack during the day, and it's not that expensive. So our newfound breakfast has been amaranth with some vegetables and sardines, which is something that I haven't started to eat until recently. One, because they're very affordable and they're actually very tasty and super healthy for you. So we rack up on those. So that's what we're about to get right now.
So as you noticed, things are not in English any at all, so don't be afraid to use Google Translate. We were just wondering what was the difference between these orange ones and these green ones here. Use Google Translate. These are white eggs, the other ones are brown eggs.
Right now we are in the snack aisle and it's very tempting because they have so many different options. Ones that we are familiar with like Oreos, and I've seen this Milka brand before in a lot of different countries actually, but we're trying to avoid this section even though Levon looks like he's getting really comfortable over here. But
it's not that bad. I was going to get some whole wheat crackers.
So in comparison to other grocery stores that we've been around the world, this is definitely smaller, but we've learned to adapt and just figure out what we need and get creative because that's what we have to do.
That's what traveling full time is all about. If you're not able to adapt, then it's just going to be a little bit of a struggle. But we were able to, still make do. I will say though, if you are looking for like a larger selection of meats, like in shrimp and beef and stuff like that, probably gonna have to go to something like a butcher or a specialty shop. That's just kind of how it is here. They don't have like a everything store like in other countries.
Yeah, there's usually just markets, or you have to like shop in different places. But we've kind of found a one-stop shop because I don't have time for all that.
Okay, so we just finished grocery shopping. The total came up to just around 8,600 lek. We'll put the conversion on the screen for you guys, just to give you an idea of how much it'll cost grocery shopping for a week for a couple in Tirana.
All right, so now we are back in our Airbnb, and I just wanted to show you guys everything that we got that would probably, well, more than likely last us over a week. We spent about $100 USD, so I think that's really good, especially for two people. So the chicken was about $5.80 each. We got two packages of chicken, and so about 1,000 lek, and that's about $5 and how many cents? $5.80, which is not bad for two packs of chicken. The eggs are actually more expensive than what I thought they were gonna be. I don't know if it's because of the store we got them in, but they were $6.50. So I guess for a pack of how many eggs? I think it's a dozen, maybe over a dozen. So I guess it's not bad, especially when you compare it to America. Anyway, I'm gonna go pack up this stuff, get it in the fridge.
So we cannot talk about the cost of living in Tirana without discussing accommodations. We booked ours through Airbnb. I'll give you a tour around just to show you what you can kind of expect, and then we'll talk about the pricing right at the end. So it's very important for us to have ample working room, and we got that. We have the table with a bunch of space, so we're able to have everything out and be able to work comfortably without being on top of each other, which in some of our other Airbnb lodgings, we weren't able to really get that. We have a nice living room, beautiful couch over here where there's plenty of space to lounge around, TV. We even have a balcony. And also importantly too, if you're looking for long-term accommodations, or even if you're just kind of here for like a 1-week stay or 2-week stay, we have a washing machine. So we have the washing machine in the bathroom. Out there on the balcony, we're able to dry our clothes as well too. So of course, we also need a place to sleep, and we have a good queen size bed, very comfortable. There was a ton of closet space. Ooh. There's a ton of closet space. It's for the most part empty now because we're actually leaving tomorrow. But as you can see, we have plenty of space to hang up our clothes, put our suitcases and everything. So pretty good living accommodations here in Tirana. We are more on a little bit of the outskirts of town, but it's a very quick taxi ride in. I would recommend though to stay a little bit closer to the downtown area, because then you would just be able to kind of walk to most attractions. So like I was saying, it's affordable, but let's talk about just how affordable it is. So we booked ours through Airbnb, and we booked it for, I think it was either 34 or 35 nights. And you will not believe the price that we paid for it. We only paid $750. That is absolutely unbeatable value, but this should give you a really good idea of what to expect when you're staying in Tirana. And again, prices are very reasonable here. So something we get asked about all the time, especially living overseas, is like, what do we do for hair care? So for my guys out there, I am getting a shape up today, so I'm going to take you along with the process. Obviously, we've been living overseas for over 1.5 years now, so most of the time we're actually getting our hair done overseas. So this is my first time getting it done in Albania, so it's always for that first time a little interesting to see what that's going to look like, but I have faith that it's going to be a good shape up. But let's go.
We can start.
Yes.
The same like last time?
I just need a more shape up and just to fine tune the beard this time. I don't need the fade.
Okay, no fade, only the beard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Could you do the lines here too?
Yeah, line up. The beard is okay like last time?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
different?
No, how you did the beard the last time was perfect.
Oh.
So I have to admit that I was nervous, but the Google reviews were promising. It's not easy finding a barber in Europe who knows how to cut our hair texture, but my friend here, he gave precision, clean lines, and he took his time. I walked out very impressed, but just a heads up, make a booking in advance and make sure to bring cash. All right, just got finished. It looks good. Feeling much better than I did before. He did an excellent job, and the best part, the price. It was only 200 lek, to go ahead and get my beard shaped up.
I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog style video. Let me know in the comments. Let us know in the comments if this is something that you want to see more of, and we'll see you guys in the next one.